What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, people? So, today I would like to talk about speaking your truth, the difference between an opinion and a, let's say, divine message. Um, or what we like to say, it resonates, right? Before we get started into the video, for people who may or may not know me, my name is Joshua Tree, and I do offer services, healing services, such as energy healing. I'm also a breathwork facilitator, and I also do spiritual consultations. If you're interested in working with me, you can visit my website at www.touchbyjoshuatree.com. I'm going to start this video off talking about resonance and truth and opinion and all these great things. All right. So let's get it started. Because I like to get direct. I like to just go straight in. And so, yeah. So right now we are in a full moon in Gemini. And so I wanted to talk about speaking your truth and why it's so important that we start to speak our truth. Especially where I'm at in my journey right now. This is one of my humps that I'm looking to get over. I don't mind talking and saying the things I need to say, but I could be way more raw. And I think you know when I know what you know when I mean when I say that. A lot of us could be a little bit more raw when we're expressing ourselves, but we don't because we don't want to be perceived a certain way, or we don't want people to think differently about us, or we don't want to hurt people's feelings, or we want to be people pleasers unconsciously or subconsciously, or we love to play the neutral zone, or we love to be peace fighters or peacemakers, and all these things is fine. We understand it's a level, right? And if you are a person who knows that they're on a path to more than what it is that they've been taught, more about what life is that they've been taught, knowing that you have something to contribute to the whole, to the collective, then you know that speaking your truth is one of the greatest tools that you need to have, right? And so what I've realized, I received a download maybe a few days ago, is that when we talk about speaking our truth, that doesn't necessarily mean that you just say anything for the sake of saying anything, because that's just wasting energy. There's no substance in what you're saying if you're just going around saying, no, I think it's this, and I think it's that, and I think it's this. And what that relates to, or if you think about it, what that sounds like is a personal opinion. So there is a difference between a personal opinion and something that resonates, in which terms of it'll be something that's divinely given. And so when I say speak your truth, I'm not, and this is fine, you could do either or, but when I'm talking about speaking your truth, I'm talking about something that resonates inside of you, that know that this has been your download. This is something that you came here to share to with the collective, no matter how goofy it may sound, no matter how wacky it may be, no matter how far-fetched it is, no matter how abstract it is. You know that you're meant to share this message because you're the only one who got the download, or other people have got the download, but everyone's also fearful of expressing it. And so there's someone who has to say it. And so if it's someone such as yourself that decides to say it, please say it, because this is going to change this collective shift that is constantly taking place, and it actually may create a breakthrough for many other people who did not know or need to know the information. So we're all connected energetically. There really is no fucking separation. The only separation is these physical bodies and this ego that's constantly telling us that we are separated. But energetically, we are already connected. So therefore, everything that's constantly happening is happening on an energetic level. And so when we're talking about speaking your truth, we're talking about something that you receive or something that you know, and you're knowing, because we have been here multiple lifetimes, that when you observe the collective, you observe what's going on out there in the world, you observe what has worked, what tried to work, what no longer works, it needs a new program, it needs a new way of structuring, it needs a new idea. If you see a new idea that can actually help out the old idea, you need to express it. Because we are constantly looking for new solutions, and there's amazing, powerful, wizardy, this in this I'm trying to think of a big word, magical motherfuckers out here who are literally holding back their truth. They're holding back the things that they need to say. And this is encouragement. We need more people to speak on things that are completely, drastically polar opposite of what everything that we've been taught and everything that we believe. Because people are suffering based off their old belief systems. People are suffering based off of how they view things. If you have a different way of viewing things, that reframes another person's reality. And if that reframes another person's reality, that creates a new reality. Not only for them, but for the collective. Because once they get impacted, then they're going to share that information with someone else. Then they're going to share that information with someone else. The next thing you know, it becomes a download in a database. Now the whole collective gets the download. If everyone's wearing jeans and they sag, everybody in the South is going to be wearing jeans and they're going to start to sag. If everybody is wearing a hat backwards in New York, everybody in the South is going to start to wear their hair backwards in New York. We could say it's a trend. We could say that we're observing it on a physical screen. We're observing it and digesting it through the media, that this is the new trend that everyone's doing. But I like to take it a little bit further than that and say, no, it's energetic. We have gotten the download energetically. And not everybody's doing the same shit. So we are already tribal connected. We are already a community. We're constantly looking for communities in the physical flesh, because we need that physical connection at times. But we are already community-based entities, community-based energies, community-based family, whatever you want to call it, energetically. And so when we're talking about speaking your truth, opinion versus resonance, or opinion versus divine message. When you listen to people that are sharing whatever they're sharing, the first thing that you're going to always, or let's say this, the first thing that you should always be aware of is, does it resonate with you? Because if it resonates with you, then you know that is something that you need to learn from this person, that they're resonating in, because it's all about energy. It's something that resonates within them that they know they have probably cultivated and discover for themselves, and that's your next level up. And so you need to pay attention to that person. But I go to the person who has this level of resonance inside of you. You have to have the courage and the bravery to speak it. People are waiting on you to speak it. The people out here are resonating on different frequencies and different vibrations, and they need someone to understand them, but they can't verbalize because they don't have that part of their life set up. Let's just say they didn't come here to really talk. You know what I'm saying? They came here to absorb. They may have came here to observe. They may have came here to experience. They didn't come here to talk they shit. They didn't come here to say what's on their chest. But they need other people to say what's on their chest, because that helps them. It alleviates them. So when you're listening to people, some people only come off of personal opinions and personal beliefs. I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about personal beliefs and personal opinions, because those are robots. A lot of people's personal opinions and personal beliefs is given to them by society, friends and family, and education, and their experiences. They have never, ever questioned none of their beliefs, and have never questioned none of their opinions. A lot of their opinions are not on an egotistical base, but also have been given to them as well. They haven't even questioned why they have the fucking opinion. Now, granted, now pay attention to this. This is the differentiation between something that is divinely given versus an opinion. An opinion is something that someone has shared with you that they personally feel about. It's something that they personally feel like this is how things are, right? But it's not divine, because when they share it, you can kind of tell that this is how they view their reality. But when someone's coming from a place of divinity, it impacts more people. It impacts more people on a more deeper level. It's not so much a psychological thing. It's not like a, that makes sense. You know, like when we talk sometimes, yeah, bro, I did this and this and this. Oh, that makes sense. That mean that it went to the logic. It went to here. But when you speak from a place of resonance, people feel it here. People feel it more holistically. They're like, right? That's a form of confirmation. We be like, we do that, right? Like we eating on something, right? Which is a form of confirmation, letting you know that that hit you on a deeper level. So when we talk about opinions versus divine messages, there is a difference between the two. If you're just going around listening to people's opinions, that's just going to get you that's just going to create more opinions. Like, there's no really change in that. That's just an argument that's waiting to happen. You're just waiting to have a debate and say, oh, well, my opinion is this and your opinion is this, and we come together and we opinionate. I don't even know if that's a fucking word, but it sounds good. We opinionate together. What the fuck is that? That's like intellectual masturbation. You want to get into a space where if you're listening to someone, and ultimately you want to get to the place where you don't listen to no one. You want to only listen to yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only that's confirming what is your truth. And so you want to get to that space where you are knowing that whatever it is that a person is sharing with you, that is coming from the heart, or is coming from something that resonates within you. And so speaking your truth will always be something that's more divinely driven and divinely given. It won't be something that's coming from your personal experiences and your personal beliefs and your personal opinions about something, that how you view things in the world. Some people may say, oh, yeah, that resonates with me. Yeah, I think they should cut back taxes. That ain't fucking deep. That ain't nothing to be like, I resonate with. That's not something. Or let me just say this. I'm going to just say this. It resonates to people who are on that fucking frequency. Let me just say that. And by all means, leave that shit over there, because that frequency to me, it doesn't even exist to me. It is what it is. This is a game that we're playing. All the stuff that's going on in this game, it's just part of it. But I'm not about to sit up there and have a whole conversation about that shit. So when we talk about speaking your frequency, speaking your truth, there is a truth that is residing inside of you that is unique to you, and only you are the only one that can express it. There's no one outside of you that can express it. That is your truth. It's not an opinion. It's a truth that is resonating within yourself, that has been given to you by something greater than your intellect. And there's someone out there right now that needs to hear it. So it is very important at this point in our journeys of journeys, that we get more into the space of speaking our fucking truth. So be mindful, right? When you receive a download, it has to go through the ego. It has to go to the intellect until it finally hits. Sometimes when that happens, the message that has been divinely given to you, it gets altered due to the ego or your personal beliefs and your personal perspectives. So it doesn't even hit the audience in its purest form, because you have changed it, you altered it, and you probably changed or altered it because it was too fucking raw. And you don't want no one to feel different about you because you're trying to be a people pleaser and trying to be a good person in everyone's eyes, that you don't want to express how deep the message is. And so what the ego does, because it's a protective mechanism, what it does is once it gets the message, it says, oh no, you better not say that shit. You better not say that shit. You better change the message up. And what we do is we change the message up. And it doesn't come in its purest form to really hit. And so this is something I'm bringing this to you guys' awareness, is that when you get that download, write it down and speak the truth. Share it just the way that it came. Why would you tamper with God shit? Why would you tamper with divinity? Why would you tamper with something that is greater than you? Now, granted, I just told you why. It's your fucking ego. So you also have to have ego awareness. Knowing, because when that divine message come through, it be so fucking raw, it make you uncomfortable. Not you, your ego. Be mindful of that, because you're not this. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to come through this though, but you're not this. You know what I'm saying? This is a tool, right? To help you express whatever it is that you need to express in this reality, in this dimension, and this game. But this is not you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, be mindful of that, be mindful of that. And I'm going to say this too. You do not have to go around here saying, hey guys, this is my truth. Look at me. Don't be a spectacle. You don't have to do none of that. But what I am saying is, if you're an influencer or a person who's looking to make a change, someone who has that purpose, that particular path, when you know it's time for you to share what you need to share with the world, do not hesitate. I swear to you, it's not doing nobody justice. It's doing you a fucking disservice, and you're making yourself small, and it makes no motherfucking sense. I'm talking to myself too, by the way. I hope you guys don't think I'm talking to you. I'm talking to myself too, by the way. So from this day forward, I have told myself that I am going to be getting a little bit more raw. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit more raw. Yeah. No sushi. I'm going to be getting a little bit more raw, because I have things that I have always wanted to share, but I don't, because of the fear of what I think people are going to think about me. The people-pleasing part of me comes out and says, don't do that. Don't rock the boat. But my thing is, I didn't even think of none of this shit. It just comes to me. So it must be a reason why I need to express it. So what I need to do is, I need to surrender. I need to surrender to that part of myself that thinks it got it all figured out, and allow things to be what it is. When you get really tapped into your spirit, you'll really realize that spirit is raw than a motherfucker. And for those who know, you know. I'm talking about raw. You talking about, oh, don't, I kind of, why would you say it like that? If you really knew spirit, you'll be thanking me. Because I literally have changed the message and made it easier for you to digest. If you really knew spirit, if you really knew what you resonate with, the I am that I am, this essence, this vibration, this energy, whatever you want to call it, if you really knew the way that energy communicates to you, you will be thanking me every day, because I'm always altering it. So who is really blunt? Is it me or is it spirit? Okay, so I think I'm about to get off the mic. So I hope this video resonates with you guys. I hope you guys, I hope it did something for you. I hope it resonated, right? I hope it resonated. If it resonated, you know what I'm saying? If it did one of those things, go ahead and hit me with a fire flame, right? some shit like that, or maybe some waterfalls or something. Yeah, waterfalls, something. Do an emoji. Let me know that it hit you in some type of significant way. And what I say, this is my 3rd video. So yeah, I plan on doing more videos. So so yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. And on that note, peace.